Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your astrology and tarot reading for November 1st through 15th. We're going to get into your major themes and what's going on with this Mercury retrograde for this first part of November. A few quick notes before we get started. This is a general reading. It will not resonate with every single Cancer out there. So if these messages do resonate with you, they are meant for you. If they do not, kick them on out to another Cancer out there and just take what resonates for you. This is going to correspond with Cancer's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, and all Cancer cross-watchers are welcome to join us as well. If you have not yet joined, or if this is your first time here, thank you so much for being here, and please do reach out, hit that subscribe button, join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know you enjoyed this content. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So your astrology themes for you, Cancer, are actually quite positive in a lot of ways. Even though we're in a Mercury retrograde, guess what? It's in the sign of Scorpio, and Scorpio is a fellow water sign for you. So this is really actually quite positive as you do a lot of internal work, digging up old psychological patterns and routines and habits that you really, really want to change, heal, and recover from. So it's actually quite positive. It hits that 5th house in the universal chart for Cancer, so it is going to be going back into a lot of things that make you happy. Leo is all about the heart. It's like, what makes your heart happy, Cancer? Get back into what you used to do, or even things from, way back even in childhood. It's like, oh yeah, I remember this brought me a lot of joy. This brought color and fun and excitement to my life, and I want to go back and heal those elements of myself. Very, very positive thing for you to be doing. So that Mercury retrograde is going to be going until November 20th, and at that time, Mars, the planet of direct action and masculine energy, will be going from Libra into Scorpio as well. So this is very positive for you too, because having Mars in Libra has created a square, challenging aspect to you, Cancer. And so for a while you have felt really blocked, like you have all these things you want to move forward and get done, but it's been really tough. So it's like you're finally feeling after November 20th and things start getting rolling, give it a week or two, but you will definitely start to feel the momentum picking up and feel like, finally I'm able to get things moving again, because when it's in Scorpio, it is a much more positive pattern of energy for your sun sign. Full moon in Taurus is coming up on November 12th, so that will definitely be something you should pay attention to, being a lunar ruled sign. I will be doing videos for the full moon, so definitely keep an eye out for this channel and check out that moon reading when it comes up. So yeah, let's go ahead and we're going to start with a major theme from your major arcana cards, and then we're going to look at a spirit animal and a magical affirmation, and then we're going to get into your full tarot reading. Dear guidance, divine beings of light, angels, helpers, and healers, ancestors, and guardians, please be with us as we do the November 1st through 15th reading 2019 for the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Cancer. Please protect their energy as well as mine during the session and bring through accurate, clear messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Ooh, Cancer. So you got the Lovers card. So yeah, there is a lot of, lot to do, like I said, with the heart, with the soul, with the romance, the emotions. Leo is coming up, so it's like, how do you bring more romance, creativity, fun, color, life into your existence? So absolutely, this is about, for some of you especially, this could be about reaching out and healing, relationship connections in a big, big way. So let us pull a druid animal for you and see which spirit animal is guiding you through this time. Oh, Cancer. So the otter comes up, and to me, that's a beautiful compliment to the Lover's card, because the otter is so much about community and caring and connections and nurturing and love. And you often see otters kind of snuggling up together, holding hands. They're very communal. They are very affectionate and demonstrative in their family connection. So this could also point to the love that you're healing. And this is not for all cancers. For some of you it may be romantic, and for some of you it may be more family ties, children ties, because again, that Leo house that Mercury retrograde is affecting right now, Leo does rule relationships with children as well, also with pets and animals. So it's like you might really be reconnecting with a beloved pet, or even bringing a new sweet animal into your life. So this is a really wonderful card with that otter. Also Cancer, for some of you, you may be pulling into a whole new sense of community, because the otter is very much about, connections outside of yourself. So if you're like, joining a class or a group or any kind of, thing where there's a lot more people entering your sphere, that could be a thing too. So let's pull a magical affirmation for you and see which one of these comes up. Look at that, Cancer. Oh my goodness, perfect. The sign of joy, like I said, Leo energy. This is about bringing more joy back into your life. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Oh, Cancer, I love this reading for you so far. Absolutely beautiful. Move Mr. Dragon over here, and we're going to dig into your tarot and see what comes up for you there. It's been a very, very beautiful but very rainy day here today. It's been raining all day long, so it's been very, very cozy, and that is definitely a good keyword to me for Cancer, is cozy. Nice and stable and nurtured and connected to the home fires. So let's see what comes up for you. November 1st through 15th, 2019. Spirit for Cancer, please. Let us see what comes up for you guys. Okay, Cancer. So this is definitely getting into a little bit of a time out of relaxation, of healing, of restoration, just restoring yourself, and taking a break from anything that's been difficult, any kind of battles you've been facing in life, with that Four of Swords coming up right at the center. I'm going to use a second tarot deck to clarify these cards. So let's get a clarifier, please, for the Four of Swords. Yes, and Cancer, so this is going to be, the Hermit card is crossing that Four of Swords, so this is something that you kind of do on your own, and it's very much about seeking your truth, looking for that guiding light. This is sort of a spiritual healing, more than anything else. This is a spiritual timeout, so it's kind of like, there's a lot of that energy moving to Sagittarius, because Venus changes over to Sagittarius from Scorpio on November 2nd. So, I always think of the Hermit in that Sagittarian energy, because it's the 9th card, 9th sign, even though the Hermit is a Virgo card. So you may have a significant Virgo in your life or a significant Sagittarian in your life coming to the surface right now. But that, for me, is mostly you focusing on your truth. What is true for you? What is the true desire of your soul? And just taking some time out to not worry, not to fret, really giving yourself extra rest, extra love. Be gentle with yourself. Don't put yourself in harsh situations if you can help it. So let's see what was in the past position for you here. Okay, so Cancer, definitely some emotional pain and disappointments that you're recovering from as you go through that Five of Cups. So, here she is, seeing those cups that have fallen and feeling, really kind of heartbroken, her hands on her heart, and she's just, mourning the loss of something that she really cared about. So for you, this could definitely be letting go of something that was painful, and right now you're in that healing position. But the main thing to remember here, Cancer, is that with that card, not all is lost. You know, the 2 cups in the background are still upright. The sun is still coming through the window, so it does indicate that not only is not all is lost, but there is new, brighter energy coming up in the future. So let's clarify that for a moment. Yeah, and so it's put you in a position of where, you know, you've really gotten like, well, maybe I just shouldn't love anybody again. Maybe I should just, you know, hold myself in really tight. Maybe I just shouldn't trust people in the future so much. And, you know, Cancer, I totally understand that feeling. And it's not wrong to feel kind of like you really want to self-protect. And, you know, as you go into this future, like I said, you know, there's a lot of healing and a lot of work. Just, you know, be with yourself for a while. Don't worry so much about, you know, trusting or loving in the future. I think the more that you heal up yourself and get stronger within yourself, you will be able to do those things again, absolutely. But right now you just need a little breather. You need to be with people who are very good for you, or just be on your own, to just feel your own energy, feel your own, you know, solidity inside of yourself. Don't give up. So coming into the future, we have the 5 of Wands. So yeah, there is definitely, you know, some conflict. There's a feeling of like, I don't want to get back into the fray, but like I said, it's like you might be taking a break now, but the battle is still there outside. So it's like, the good thing is that I think you'll be stronger once you get some healing, and you'll be able to deal with that conflict in a much better way. So let's clarify that 5 of Wands, please. Yes, you will be. Look at that. So the Empress card comes up over that 5 of Wands for you. So even though there could be conflict, arguments, a little back and forth, bickery stuff in the future, that Empress is very strong, very solid, loving, nurturing, and powerful within herself. Very rooted in the earth and within her own confidence. So as you go through that, people might come at you, Cancer. You know, you might have taken a break for a while, and then you come back out and they're and you just go, oh, you know what? I'm so much stronger now. And you just let that roll right off. It's like, it's not even gonna, it's not gonna have the same power to rattle you as it used to. But it's very important that you take this time for yourself right now through this November 1st through 15th. So let's look at some messages from within and from your higher mind. Ooh, so Cancer, you have got the 7 of Cups. That's on your subconscious side. So this is a lot of times what's going on within, and part of what's driving your action right now is that you feel overwhelmed. There's just so many choices, so many options that you could take, and a lot of things coming through, and maybe even your own thoughts and feelings are kind of confused. This is the Cup, so it gets into that emotional realm as well, where it's like there's so much going on, and this is partly why, yes, again, you need that healing and that space to yourself so much, to just give yourself time to not have external influences, so that you can really clearly start to organize and feel out those you know, those different emotional layers. So let's pull a clarifier for this Cups card. Yeah, and this is, oh, Cancer, it is all about, for many of you, it is so much about this heartbreak, this disappointment in love, or a loss in love, somebody not being, you know, who you thought they were, stabbing you in the back. For some of you, definitely not all of you, but there could be some, you know, there could have been a cheating situation or a third-party situation. That's more rare with this, but yeah, sometimes that can happen too, and it left you just totally confused and like all over the place. So this is like, you gotta take the time, pull those swords out of your heart, do the healing, because it's very, very important. So on the top, Cancer, the divine guidance you're getting from, you know, above, from your higher mind, is that 2 of Wands. So this is fresh, brand new beginnings, brand new starts, you know, that are very fiery and passionate because of the Wands energy. So, you know, it's like you are sifting through a lot of deeper, heavier emotions. For some of you, I'm actually getting this message that you've already left somebody that was really difficult for you. That could be for some, they're not all cancers, this is general, but for some of you out there, you absolutely have left behind something that was not good for you. You're still healing from it, still feeling the, you know, the dust settling, but the higher mind is coming through and saying, Cancer, new beautiful things are on the horizon. So let's pull a clarifier for that Two of Wands, please. Yes. Oh, new beginnings in love, Cancer. Look at that. Your Lover's card came out again over that Two of Wands. So absolutely. For some of you, this is going to mean new, fresh, vital communication with somebody that has not done you right. And they're, you know, very apologetic and things are really changing. But for some of you, wow, this is the higher mind saying, you know, brand new, beautiful, loving communication is coming through. So very, very positive. Let's get into some messages at the side and get you some advice on all of this. Yes, Cancer. So there are definitely, for some of you, some big apologies coming through. Right now, the suggested approach is really just to go with the flow. Don't push the river. This is the Hanged Man. You are not quite out of the woods yet with your healing and your recovery, so don't push the process. It's very important that you go through that, and there's a lot of enlightenment that is on the way for you with that Hanged Man. And yeah, the Wheel of Fortune coming over on top of that is, you know, the wheel is turning in your favor. Fortune is guiding you forward in a better way. So just trust the process, Cancer. Knight of Wands comes up with what you need to know. This tells you that, you know, even though you may feel that things are moving kind of slowly right now as you're healing, the action is actually moving quite quickly. And the more that you just surrender to spirit, the action and the movement will come in faster. And I truly believe after November 20th, when Mars gets out of that challenging aspect of Libra and starts to move forward in Scorpio, you will feel more energized as we go into that time of Sagittarius later in the month. Yes, Judgment card coming forward. So refreshing the energy, things coming brand new. So then we go into the hopes and fears. There's that little Page of Cups. So there is a little bit of fear. You know, it's like you're hoping for, you know, reconciliations, apologies, you know, love being healed. But you're also a little afraid that it might not be. So this is kind of like, you know, let's get a clarifier on that. But just be aware that this is a concern that you have. So clarify the Page of Cups, please. Yeah, right now love is a little bit blind. Emotions are a little blind with that Two of Swords coming up on top of that. So it's like, again, you know, you're still in that healing mode. This is why, you know, because she's got those swords crossed over her heart, right? She's got the blindfold over her eyes. So she is not completely heart opened, not completely seeing clearly. So give it a little time, Cancer, because those apologies could definitely be forthcoming, but you've just got to relax it. Don't worry too much about it. Focus very much on yourself, your own heart healing right now, and your outcome is quite beautiful as well with this Eight of Coins, because this just tells me, Cancer, stay the course, one day at a time. Don't get too worried about the past or the future. I know that's hard for our human mind to do, but it's really telling you that the joy is in the journey, the joy is in the work, and just taking it one day at a time and not worrying, just saying, you know, I'm going to wake up. I know I have several things I need to do, and I'm going to do them and take some time for myself and take good care of my heart. So yes, and Cancer, look at this. So Eight of Wands coming right on top of that Eight of Pentacles, 8 and 8. You know, this to me, again, you know, it's saying that if you just stay the course and you don't push the river, the action moves so much faster in the way that you want it to. So thank you so much for being here with this, Cancer. These were beautiful messages, and I will be seeing y'all really soon. Take care. Bye-bye.